Welcome, everyone, to the outer edges of the inner sphere, civilized space, and welcome indeed to the periphery state of the Oregon Coalition, in this beautiful game known as HBS's BattleTech, a adaptation of the incredible tabletop game and set of games, indeed, and an RPG version of the Mech Warrior series. It is a wonderful RPG that I adore. I have hundreds of hours in, and I just love it. So, what is the point of HBS Battletech, you may ask? It's to pilot giant fucking robots. Now, this playthrough is a little early on, so we only have so many giant robots. Like, this giant robot only weighs 45 tons, but they go all the way up to 100 tons, and in lore, perhaps even further. Now, you can heavily customize these robots, such as the Piranha, the Jenner 2C, and mods. The modding scene is incredible, by the way, has added a lot of stuff. So everything on this screen currently was added by mods except for the Phoenix Hawk. But things like the Dervish, the Adder, the Jenner 2C, the Piranha, those were added by the incredible modding community, and I would be doing a modded run. Not an HBS 3068 run, but a heavily modded run nonetheless. And we can do all kinds of stuff for our mercenary company. We can improve our ship, and indeed I want to do that. That will cost me 450. We have to keep up with salaries, repair costs, all kinds of stuff, while doing our best to navigate this edge of civilized space. You see the purple, green, and yellow here represent the outer edge of the inner sphere, while these states are all independent periphery states, including this, the Oregon Coalition. Now, I am currently playing in career mode, but there is a full-on story mode that we can do instead. I don't know which one I want to do, but this BattleTech is one of the potential replacements for Elderborn. For Elderborn has run its course. Elderborn, we finished it, and now it's time to play another game. So let's do a simple one. There's a manufacturing facility that we need to capture from the Taurian Concordat. Now we can go for more salvage, but I think 2 out of 11 is actually pretty good, and we're going to get a good chunk of change for it. How much money can we get for this? A lot of freaking money, but I do want salvage. I want a good bit of salvage, so we'll go in the middle. This looks like a good normal setup right now. You can see a lot of my warriors who have been upgraded. I've named them all after the call signs used online by friends, and of course by myself in my youth. That's good coffee. And then we will wait and exchange friendly fire. Not friendly fire, that's something else. Friendly laser bolts and mass acceleration rounds. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Command interface initiated.
The manufacturing facility is just ahead, Commander. Should recon it and see what's what. Now, this is a low difficulty mission, but this goes all the way up to 5 skulls, which can be extremely difficult. Now, we can do all kinds of stuff with our mechs. We can actually zoom in and look at our mechs. My Phoenix Hawk, the Dervish, the Jenner 2C, and the Piranha. These are all giant robots that we pilot, and it is glorious fun. It is also extremely dangerous. These people can, in fact, die. Except for your main character, all of these people can get injured or even permanently die. So you have to be careful. Have to be careful indeed. But this could be... Oh, yes, we got some mechs. Some enemy mechs on the horizon. Now, this is the base we need to capture. We need to make sure it's not heavily damaged. And yeah, so if you want this to be the next game, either do story mode or career mode, or just play it for a while, it would be more of a casual sort of long play. Can I get in range of this guy? I can. And this little Jenner 2C, despite having very little armor, packs a punch. That's also added by a mod, the Kit Fox. No wonder the Arano Restoration wants it so bad. The Star League, the era before the Inner Sphere. Well, before the modern Inner Sphere, let's say, where civilization was at its peak.
Clear. Eliminate hostiles and secure it before proceeding to your next objective.
Oh, that's the plan, my friend. Blow him up, please.
Roger.
Oh, just a shit ton of small pulses. Just ripping into his armor. That's a Raven. That is a light mech. That's a great view camera. Thank you. Ooh, he missed. The Jenner is fast. Packs a huge punch, but has very little armor and health. Now, if I show off what exactly I was planning here, I'm actually going to take this guy out by having the Piranha run up. The Piranha has a bunch of melee weapons. Well, weapons that can fire after melee. Most weapons cannot be fired after melee, but these smaller, short-range weapons can.
Putting my weight into it.
Punch! And then it's going to fire flamethrowers and a shit ton of lasers. Oh, yes. Oh, the explosions. I love it.
Down.
Welcome, everyone, to HBS BattleTech. Ooh, we got someone on the horizon. It looks like it's going to be up to me. I'm going to jump on their ass. I can't actually jump on them. It just does huge damage to my legs. Hello, little javelin. Here, let's get a look at the little javelin. I outweigh him by like 10 tons, or like 15 tons. What is he, a 30-tonner or a 35-tonner? I can't tell. I think he's a 30-tonner, actually, which is a light mech. Now, I want to turn off my heavy medium laser because I want to conserve heat. But I do want to shoot him a little bit. Structure exposed. Now, the mess back here. She has a lot of long-range weaponry. So I want to bring those to bear on this Raven. She might not have the heat because the environment, this sort of Martian-esque planet. Nope, her heat is fantastic. Shows all the chances to hit. Think of this as XCOM, but with giant fucking robots.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. Boom! Lots of hits. Now, pieces of the mechs can be torn off. Arms, legs can be lost. Oh, that Raven has jump jets. That is very rare. Oh, she's actually being shot at. That's unfortunate. The Dervish wants to stand back and use its long-range weaponry. So, Pickles, get in there. Pickles is going to melee, even though it puts her ass to, or his ass, rather, to, the opposing mech. But that should be fine. This is just the Vanguard sort of guarding force. We'll have to deal with lots of reinforcements. And of course, the mechs get bigger, the missions get harder, etc., etc., etc. And then fire everything. Oh, yeah. There's so many lasers. Even though that builds so much heat, we're not overheating yet. Let me guess, this little javelin's gonna shoot me in the face. He's getting there, he's getting there. Oh, he went into the radiation field. Interesting. Cool, now I am free to have the rest of my mechs move up and secure the facility. Where am I? There I am. Can you get all the way to the facility? No, the Jenner is so damn fast. I'm in a good position with my modded mechs. All of the mechs in the game can be heavily modified, but I've also got a bunch of mods that add a bunch of things, like pilots can panic and then leave the battle. They can, like, eject. I'm just gonna turn and shoot this man in the face. I have little to fear from a mech so much smaller than myself. Well, not so much smaller, but I'm gonna fire everything at him. Build a lot of heat, though. Boom! Right torso destroyed, and the right arm, you can see a perfect sort of look. It is gone. It is out of there. And then I'm gonna have the Dervish walk up. The Dervish has a lot of weapons. Not very accurate yet, but more than capable of dealing with this. Oh yeah, he has only the center torso now, and he might lose that. Yeah. Boom! One more mech destroyed. Nice. Now I want to get all of my mechs in a good position.
Engaging jump jets.
want them all to lose some heat. We capture this base.
Heading out.
I think he just destroyed one little building, but that's fine. I just tossed aside a bunch of the shipping containers. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure they didn't want anything in that.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Hostile contacts inbound. Now there's so much stuff, like you can hide in these dust clouds. This rough terrain makes it so you can be destabilized easier. You can hide amidst like mineral fields. This radiation field will make you gain more heat, but make it harder to hit you. You can actually see the remains of the mechs we've destroyed. Now, lightning, I want to actually hide behind a building.
Moving out.
He, despite having so much firepower, is going to stick back there and brace, just so he can't be fired on from above. Okay, and now Pickles, I want you to run around. Now, the faster you're moving, so even though Pickles is going to be in the danger zone, he's moved so fast that it's going to be really hard for the enemy to hit him. Because the farther you move, technically, the faster you're moving. And that's one of the major points of these smaller mechs, is that they can move so much faster. What am I looking at? A fire moth, which is probably the fastest moving thing in the universe. That sucker is gone. Yeah, some hits there. We gotta be careful, otherwise they'll actually damage their own base. Oop, here comes another one. Another javelin, FX1 this time. Now I can actually look at them and get an idea of what their weapons are. You can see all these are like more powerful versions of those weapons. She doesn't have a shot, so she just needs to sprint up and get into the fight. Not a lot of great options here. The Dervish isn't as fast as those little mechs. I should be able to at least get into the fight next round. And then similarly, I don't have any shots in my Phoenix Hawk, but the Phoenix Hawk is damn near a flying mech. So I can fly like crazy. I will hopefully lose a little bit of heat as well. Not much. Flying generates heat. Well, it's not really flying, it's more jumping with jets. Ooh, that is a medium mech 1X Griffin.
Standing by.
Very interesting. I'm getting in there. I'm getting in there. Using extreme speed, I'm getting in there. And this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt this guy, even though he outweighs the Jenner by so much. He has gotten into the Jenner's range. And the Jenner has no range. The Jenner is such short range. Yeah, the Jenner just has such little range, but it does so much damage. So much damage. Here comes the Fire Moth. I think the Fire Moth is... The Fire Moth looks that gangly, by the way, in the actual tabletop as well. It is a very odd-looking mech. Very, very odd-looking mech. Ooh, there's a lot of options here, and there's another mech right there. Go after that Jenner. Or, not Jenner. Go after that Javelin. Do it. It's a good idea. I need to... The heat on my Phoenix Hawk is getting really hard to do anything with. I can't, you know, attack or anything, even if I get into the fight. So I may need to take a round just to dump heat. Boom! Get rid of that arm, son. You don't need it.
I think I hit something good.
Some shots, minor shots overall. What is that mech? Oh, it's another Raven, and it's cloaked. Well, it's not really cloaked. Its ECM suite is active. It has an electronic warfare suite that is extremely good. Move the Dervish in. The Dervish can... Even though the Dervish can't directly see them, it can still launch its missiles from here. They're not the best missiles. Oh, that was the wrong target. I wanted to shoot, not the Fire Moth. I wanted to shoot the other person. Oh, well. Okay, I'm just gonna sprint. I'm gonna sprint up and then dump heat. I'm not gonna use my jump jets. You can actually see the heat coming out of the vents. Yeah, there goes my heat. Ooh, the Jenner's in really bad position. Oh, my leg is destroyed. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Yep, I've lost evasive, I've lost my movement, and I fell down.
Commander, I'm hit.
Yeah, so now my mech warrior has been damaged. It's been harmed. Can I get down there? I can get down there. I'm also going to turn on the flamers. The flamers only have so much ammo compared to the lasers. I gotta protect the Jenner. The Jenner's expensive and useful to me. That's really bad that he hit it in the leg. Ooh, but the fire moth, he got close enough for the piranha to track him down. Yeah, the fire moth is the fastest thing in the universe, but it is the squishiest. Oh no, don't shoot me in my arm. Okay. And that 35 tonner is going to do the same, isn't it? Nope, it's going to sensor lock everything.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so I want to eject him
Eject.
so I don't lose the Jenner. It's bad. Like, it's really bad that that happened.
Yes, Commander.
But I don't want to lose the Jenner. The Jenner is actually probably a little more valuable to me than the pilot. That's how valuable that mech is to me. Now I got a called shot right in his ass. Right in his ass. Ooh, that went somewhere good. Destroyed a heat sink. Got a couple criticals. Oh, I almost blew up his center torso.
I think I hit something good.
Destroyed his gyro so he can not move as well. I'm gonna run up and just melee this thing in the ass. Save some more heat. Melee doesn't really cost heat. Moving costs a little bit of heat, but not really
Physical attack.
enough. I don't have any point weapons, so I just ran up and just... Yeah, you better run. The hell's he going?
Commander.
I want Pickles to be running all over the damn place. Turn that weapon down. Yeah, destroy that javelin. I want the piranha to be using its maximum mobility to just be outrunning everything, just being a major nuisance and meleeing everything. And then using its point weapons. You can see its heat is almost overheating though, but it's so good at what it does. I should kill it here. I probably didn't even need to use the flamers because I think that's the last of their ammo. Nice. You can actually see his ammo exploded.
My flamer is empty.
Oh, he narked me. That means certain weapons, I think in my case. Yeah, missile attacks do way more damage. Unfortunately for you, good sir, I do not take kindly to that, so I'm going to jump right behind your ass. Use my precision strike and shoot you in the ass with all of my weapons. Go fuck yourself. Ooh, I almost blew up all of it.
Enemy mech. Critical.
That gyro is in the center torso. If you're center torso... Excuse me. If your center torso, both your legs, and your head are destroyed, if any of those are destroyed, your mech is considered destroyed. There's 3 torso pieces, basically. Now, I have access to these precision strike because we slowly build up morale and inspiration and can spend it on points. You can actually see it here. Our resolve is 70%. This costs 30 resolve. Oh, he turned his ass to me again. I'm gonna shoot him in the ass. I'm pretty sure that just killed him. Yeah. Right in the ass. The armor in the back is so much worse.
Good to go.
And then I think this will probably kill him. Oh, can I not melee him like this? The Phoenix Hawk must be in the way. I'll just turn and blast him. Let's turn off the small pulse.
Target lockup.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now, this is just a showcase of the game, so it's Normally, if we do everything we're supposed to, we can also just evacuate. We can just extract and save time and money.
Mission successful.
Hopefully that guy who ejected is okay. He'll probably be injured, but he'll probably be fine overall. Yep, he is injured. The Jenner is heavily damaged and will need to be repaired, but overall I didn't lose any of my weapons. So like if this guy's arm got blown off, these two weapons, the SRMT Streak and the ER Large Laser, the clans, would be destroyed. And I would have to replace them. And hopefully I would have the money to replace them. But I might not, and then of course we can get a lot of salvage. Now I get to select 2 salvage, and then I think I get, what, 11 more? I could get a Raven. I don't even know if I would keep a Raven or if I would just sell it. There, do like that. And then it'll automatically give us a bunch more that we can't ourselves select. And we can get more salvage by taking less money from a contract. Sometimes it's not even worth it to go for salvage primarily early on, just because you're not going to get good salvage. Need to do some mech repairs. Now we can make a 4X. I don't really want a 4X, so when I do it, I can ready it up, put it into storage, or just sell it automatically. I'm just going to sell it. Now you can see my warriors are fatigued. They need rest. I got a financial report in 10 days. That dude is out of action because he was injured. If I go to the mech bay, the Jenner is damaged. Thankfully, it didn't lose any weapon systems, which would be disastrous. I would have to replace them somehow. But still. Now, if I go to the store, I mean, just look at all these mechs. And this is not even all the mechs available. This is just one of many, many, many mechs. Just one of many, many mechs. Like, the Flea is a tiny mech. I can go ahead and buy the Flea. I don't want the Flea. It would cost me all of my money. It's good. It is actually a good mech, despite its diminutive size. It has these targeting baffles, which make it really hard to hit. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it just runs around taking up shots from enemy mechs, and they just will never hit the thing. It's kind of hilarious to see. But yeah, you can buy partial mech salvage. I don't have a lot of money yet. Like, some of these are like 21 million for a Warhawk, but a Warhawk is also like, what, 100 tons? It's an assault mech. It's 85 tons. Yeah, 85 tons. Oh, it says right there. I'm just an idiot. Never mind. But the mechs go all the way up to 100 tons. The biggest I have currently is the Dervish. But, like, here's a Dire Wolf, which is 100 tons. I think I saw an Atlas for sale. No, okay. But there's, like, 90 tonners and up. And the game just keeps getting harder. There's a black market I don't have access to on this run yet. But, yeah. I hope you have all enjoyed seeing this wonderful game, and I wonder if you want this to be the next game post Elderborn. I'm going to put up some other options, and just depending on likes, comments, views, I will decide what comes next. And some of them can be a very long one, like BattleTech. I would cut out a lot of the fluff, try to show like the most interesting missions, maybe make a montage of the lesser missions or like major moments in them, and go from there. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been HBS's BattleTech.